In this video, we're going to talk about 6 ways to increase the sales velocity of your eBay store, aka make your items sell faster. Now, the reason why you want your items to sell faster is pretty obvious. The faster it sells, the more quickly you make money, and the faster you can reinvest your profits into other products that keep scaling up and up and up. Most people do these 6 things wrong, so let's go through them one by one. Number 1 is pricing. If you can beat other sellers on pricing, you will get the sale over somebody else most of the time. This works really well for one situation in particular, when you're selling 1 or 2 products, 1 or 2 of the same products. Let's say you've got a phone, it's an iPhone 12. If you were to just undercut the market by a little bit, you will sell it probably the same day. If, however, you're selling 1,000 phone chargers and you're trying to undercut the market, that probably won't work because 1, you'll create a price war and the other sellers will quickly follow suit. And 2, you're likely going to be competing against sellers who can get their cost per goods way cheaper than you and, just undercut you. So when you're doing long-term game and large volume, you need different strategies, which we will go through in this video. But if you're selling 1 or 2 items, a really good way to just get things sold is pricing. Undercut the market, get it gone, reinvest your profits, go again. And if you do what I do, where we buy used electronics and we have the opportunity to negotiate with the seller, we already know that if we undercut the market, all we have to do is negotiate a better price and our margin is made in the negotiation, not in the sale. Another way to help with pricing, which leads me on nicely to number 2, is the 80% promo fee. Now, eBay, if you have a personal account, are very, very generous and they give 80% off your fees. So that's huge. You could end up selling a £1,000 item and paying just £25 in fees, which is ridiculous. The way you can use the 80% promo is by using it, activating it, and then just lowering your price. It doesn't really matter because you're still making a large profit because of the minimal fees. So definitely leverage the 80% promo fee if you have a personal account. If you have a business account, you can't do this. So if you're just starting out on eBay, start with a personal account, rinse the 80% promo fee, and then one day eBay will take it away from you because you've just made too much money. Then you transfer to a business account. That would be my recommendation. All right, so the next thing, number 3, the third way to increase the sales velocity on your eBay store would be to use good photos. Good photos of the item and nothing else. You want a nice open area with no sort of background stuff and debris and stuff like this. You just want a nice professional photo of the item, the back, the front, the side, left, right, up, down, every single angle that you can possibly think of. And also if it's a secondhand item, the wear and tear, just so the buyer can look at the photos, see what they're going to get, make a quick decision whether or not to buy it. Good photos go a long way and you can actually increase the price of your item if you have really good photos. So when you're selling 1,000 of one item, if you have better photos and better branding than the other guy, chances are you're going to get the sale. And the same goes for used electronics. If you've got an item with really good professional photos and you want to sell it for a little bit higher than you normally would, you can get away with that. Good photos are really important on eBay. Next way to increase sales velocity on eBay is fast postage. Most sellers ignore this fact and they just put slow postage because it's cheap. It's well worth investing in the extra fast postage because 1, eBay will rank you higher in the search listings. 2, you'll get the 3-day postage green badge, which customers, when they see that, think, okay, that's great. And thirdly, when a customer receives an item 2 or 3 working days on eBay, they love it and they give you good feedback. With the rise of Amazon and everybody getting so used to having next day delivery, it's really important that we're competing like that. And fast postage helps you get things sold all the time. In my opinion, it's a non-negotiable. Pay the extra for next day delivery and you'll be sweet. Number 5 is not for everybody, but it does work. And I normally do this. If something's not selling quick enough, I will open it up to the international arena so that international customers can buy. Why would I do this? Well, it just gives me more customer base. If I ship it internationally, there's billions of people who can potentially be buyers. So I do that, but it's not for everybody because it does open you up a little bit to liability and risk. You know, if somebody's in Saudi Arabia and opens up a return, eBay's automated return system doesn't work because they can't print a label for a Saudi Arabian postage company. So you have to negotiate with the customer and get him a label, and it's a bit of a nightmare. 9 times out of 10, they don't return it, or they just keep it and they try to scam you. If, however, you follow eBay's international policies, they will just reimburse you. I've had it 3 times now where they've just reimbursed me because the customer has tried to play games. And number 6 is promoting listings. So you can actually pay eBay money to put your listings to the top of the search listings. So as you can see here, there's 2 or 3 promoted listings, and you basically set the percentage of the sale, which would then be an additional fee. It's a no sell, no fee policy. So all you have to do is set it up, and if it sells, only then will they charge you. Really good way to increase your sales. So ultimately, there's 6 ways to increase sales. These are what I personally do if I'm struggling to get something sold. If you have any other ideas, let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. And also, if you have any other questions around eBay or different marketplaces, let me know what you want me to cover and I'll make a video on it. Peace.